I just had a delicious apple. Hey, Alp, how are you doing? It's good you can hear me. Sometimes I have issues with the mic. I got some hot tea from my manual kettle. This is not no electronical device. This is like an old school metal thing. You fill it up with water and then you just boil with it. It takes a little bit of time, but it's a very good way to practice patience, you know? It's very easy. Oh, you use them. Amazing. In Norway, you don't really see them so often. In Norway, you have these electronical ones, water cookers or whatever you want to call them. So it's a very good reminder of being a little bit more patient. So, oh my god, it tastes good, but it's too hot. I have to wait. So I'm gonna have a little bit of different water. Actually, I should mix them up. Let me check out your image. So. This one, yeah, it looks good. Stainless steel. That's very nice. Very nice. I see. I think I've tasted Turkish coffee before. It's actually very good. But I think I tasted it. Okay. So, whoa, that's cool. So you cook both tea and coffee with this, the same thing. So how does it work? I have to check this out. Okay, so it's just put together. You cook them separately, right? Yes, I can understand it, but like, so it's not like a steam thing, no. Okay. Ah. Okay, I see. See. Okay. Yeah. I'm guessing the tea is probably very good then. Nice. Yeah. Cool. So let's get started. So first things first. We want to merge the open pull request. So if you go here, you did some stuff up. Let's merge that hopefully soon. So added a requested question to file. Fix the typo A and open source. Okay, cool. You changed the edit for font. That's good. I accidentally committed this stuff. It's not supposed to be 26. Yeah, tea is different, man. I like one tea I like very much is Sencha 50, but this tea is too strong. Like seriously, it's too strong for some people. So 50 grade. No. I want level 50. Not. Let me see if I can find it. Sencha type 50. Strength. It has the level 5 on the label, so you can see it. I don't know where how we can find the one that I like. I have it here at home. Yeah, here it is, number 50. This is the one. This is the one. This one, I like this one. This one is very good. But it's strong. It's very strong in the taste. Check it out. Do you have it? Yes, I do have matcha brewing set, but to be honest, I haven't really used it. I've had matcha. I've been to Japan a lot. I used to. Now, because of the corona stuff, I haven't traveled, but I've been to Japan every year since 2016. So that's where I tried matcha for the first time, and then I bought this matcha kit. But the kit I have is actually from China. But in Japan, you have like matcha ice cream, you have matcha. Yeah, but what else do you have? You have matcha cake, you have matcha coffee. It's a lot of matcha stuff. It's very basic. I can read children's books, so it's not that great. But I go to Japanese class. So, but right now I don't have any language classes. My next language classes, I do them in the evening because I work full time, right? So the next language class is in September, but I'm currently on a class which is about Japanese culture. So it's a culture class. There's no Japanese speaking really, but we've learned about Japanese history and we've learned a lot about the map. That's really cool, to be honest. I wish I had learned that before because there's so much information, like what are the main islands of Japan? Honshu, Kyushu, Shikoku, Hokkaido. Yes, exactly. And then also like what is normal there. For example, in the northern part it's very normal to grow apples, and then further down in the a little bit not too close to the Kyushu area you have, but still in the Honshu, you have the what's it called, the mikan, all of the citrus fruits. So you learn a lot of cool stuff. But let's get back to work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fetch these changes here so we have them locally too. And one thing that surprised me, wait, let me check something here. There's something wrong with my phone here, because it was gonna show me the stream chat, but I can't see it on here. Let me see. Okay, now I think it works. I think the Twitch app is a little bit buggy on my phone. So are you learning Japanese too? Let's see. Nice. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. Do things and tell people. That's the easiest thing you can do. Cool. Actually, this is I think I might be wrong on this, but I've heard it and I think it's true. I think Anki was created for Japanese in the beginning, and that's where the name comes from. It comes from let's look at jisho.org. So this is a dictionary. So if this is the Anki, but if we change it to Japanese, right? Let's change that to, you can write it in hiragana, Anki, and here are the kanji. So if we look up this kanji, this is Anki in Japanese. This is what it means. Learning by heart. Yes. So, yeah, you can say memorization, whatever. But I think this one is very nice. Learning by heart. So you're doing it the right way, the hard way, not the easy way. Yeah, it's actually cool. I wish I was writing in the chat earlier. I wish somebody pulled me aside 15 years ago and told me about Anki. Let me change my keyboard back to US layout. So I think I want to move the VS Code settings into out of Git because I want to preserve the stream font and stuff. So let's check out your branch. And we're gonna do that. So when we do that right now, what's gonna happen is that it's gonna change the font on the ID. Just look, it's gonna happen now. Bam! And you see the font just changed, right? The font on the left hand side changed. So that's because the VS Code configuration has been modified by you, but it's fine. I don't really care about it. But what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna go here. This is a git ignore file, Alp. Are you familiar with git ignore files? Can you guess what it does? Exactly. And why do we want to ignore that? Well, the reason is because sometimes I want to use a big font when I'm streaming, and on other computers, for example, your computer, you don't want to use my big font. So instead of putting this file in the Git history, we're just telling Git, please don't, just act as if this file does not exist. We don't want you to treat it in the revision control system. So let me commit that, ignore the VS Code user settings, because that's what they are. And let's copy back the file we just deleted to VS Code settings. Now my text is back to normal. Cool. So I'm gonna go back to master and wait. Oops. Yeah, we can't do that. Git diff. Yeah. Git remove. Yeah, remove force. Be very careful with this command. It's gonna delete stuff. This command I'm doing right now. Be very careful. And you can see I messed it up already. This is why you have to be careful with this command. Yeah. So, I did a lot of small commands now. You probably didn't see everything, but it's not important. You'll figure those out after a while. So what we want to do is we want to run the local version of this, and we're gonna get some errors. Okay, so it looks like you didn't test this stuff. Is that correct, Alp? Why am I getting a compile error here? That's weird. Looks like it. No, it's. Is it not building this stuff? I just entered them in. I have my keyboard is here. Keyboard. So let's run the build command and look at it. Okay, so there's an issue somewhere. And before we go to that, let's look at CP there, and we're gonna open up this, and then we're gonna fix this immediately. There, cool. So what did you change again? So you changed the editor font. So I'm gonna fix this. Normally I would go back in Git history, but I would like to preserve your changes and not rewrite anything. So let's keep it concise, and then git remove r.vscode settings there. Delete the user VS Code user settings from history. Yeah, okay, I'll show you how you can run it soon. Let me have some hot water first. You know, we do this because it's so easy to get overstimulated with sugar, coffee, caffeine, and this is a way to counterbalance it. Just hot water. Just hot water. Feels good. So we want to copy back the settings JSON now. We've done this now how many times? This is getting a little bit ridiculous. Let's see, settings to JSON. Make there.vscode. Bam, bam, bam. And what we want to do now is try to run it. So it's probably broken for some reason. So let's take a look at the output. And I suspect, since the compiler is saying it has an unexpected string, you've probably done some typo somewhere here. So if we take a look, I even have, so do you see here, the problem is that Imba is an indentation based language. So when you have programming languages, some can be like this. Let me do this. Void main and printf my first program. You see this? Because this is a language which doesn't have indentation really. You can write the program like this, right? Because these curly braces are like delimiters. And you can also have semicolons, right? They tell this compiler that's compiling the code. I think I have to show you a diagram. So normally, in old days, when or still today, in many cases, compiler visualization backend. Okay, here is what happens. Let me see if I can. Can you see the screen up? Exactly. But the thing is, there is you write code, you type code on your computer, there's some analysis that happens, a parsing stage, tokenization, whatever you want to call it. That's the front end, what you write, right? And Imba's front end, right? It's the Imba language, and then it goes in here, and I don't think there's an intermediate representation. And then I think there's some node code, some nodes, and some optimization passes possibly, and also some rewriting. So it will rewrite your code so it's easier to synthesize it to JavaScript, right? So it becomes JavaScript. So I just wanted to explain that shortly. So the thing is that in order for Imba to do that, you need to stick to the rules, and the rules are it's indentation based. So if we rewrite this program, it would become in Imba like this: def main printf and then my first program. You see the difference, right? Cool. So let me have some water. So how do you think we fix this problem here? That maybe there's something I didn't mention. So Imba enforces tabs. So let's look at every line here. Let's first comment this one out and then hit save. And you look, it works. So now it works. Oops. Why doesn't it work? Yeah, you know, you're gonna show this stuff and then it doesn't work. So what you can do, Alp, is you can run yarn dev server here. See that? And then yarn watch. And let me just make sure I understand you, Alp. Did you try to read the README file here and follow the steps? Is that correct, Alp? Did you do that? Let me know in the chat. And I will enjoy some hot water again. In Japanese they call this oyu. Feels good. Yeah, so if you want, we can try doing a screen share some other time, because I need to see the error message you're having. Okay, I see. So the problem is that maybe there's something that's Windows specific, so I can't really say 100% sure what is wrong. But it's possible that you could send me screenshots of what the text says, or we could also try to do it via Zoom. If you're comfortable with that, we could have like a Twitch session where we do it in Zoom, for example, tomorrow. So the frequently asked page looks like this now. If you're wondering how to use this, if you are wondering how to use this, yeah, I think I'm gonna change this to want to use Notion. Okay, let's make it lowercase. Notion to Anki effectively, and check out. And then it goes to the right place, right? Cool. Yeah, you can also try the same things I do. So, do you want me to do it again? I don't know how much delay there is in the stream, but if you have installed all the dependencies, you have to make sure you have installed them. You can either use Yarn. I use Yarn because I like Yarn. It's very easy to use. It has same defaults. Or you can use npm, which is built in with Node, or it comes with Node. Then Yarn Watch is like, it rebuilds and recompiles the front end, and Yarn dev server runs the background thing. So okay, let's start from scratch. I'm just gonna delete the node modules. You don't need to do that, just to make sure that this is the same as you do it. Okay, so can you type this command, Alp? What does it say when you type this? Yarn -- version. Maybe it's better you join a Discord. Hey, if you want, you can join the. Okay, cool. So. Yeah, so that's good. So just make sure you run Yarn first. Do you see that it's installing the dependencies when you do that? I was gonna ask if you wanted to do an audio on Discord, a voice channel. Then it's easier. Then there is no delay for me, because right now there's delay, so I don't know what you're seeing, or you just have to wait. Yeah, like for example now there's a delay. I'll create it. If you want, you can join that one, and then we can talk there also. So what are we gonna call this stream? Talk. Hey Alp, can you hear me? Can you say something? I'll check if it shows up. Yeah, I can hear you. Now I hear you. Cool. Can you use a headset? I hear myself 2 times. Can you use a headset? I hear myself 2 times. Yeah, now I hear myself again. So do you have a headset?
I'll try this now. I have some this bots Samsung. They're not so great when it comes to audio quality from microphone.
I see.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I still hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that works now.
Test. Mic test. Can you hear me? Test. Mic test. Why can I hear myself 2 times? Is it from Discord maybe? Do you think it's from Discord?
I think.
Why can I hear myself 2 times? Is it?
Yeah, I think it's because of Discord, and this is so hard this way. I hear you on Discord and I hear you on my phone. So can we do it maybe like on Zoom? Can we switch to Zoom now?
This is very weird. Yeah, let's do that.
Because using an audio communication tool with another video tool is not so compatible.
Okay, wait. How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay, so let's Zoom. I'm gonna figure this out. I don't want to schedule a meeting. I just want to start a meeting.
This meeting is being recorded.
Doing Zoom in the background. Let's see. Can you hear me now, Alp? Can you hear me? Do you have audio on? There, I hear something now. Something low.
Yeah, now I have to
Test.
you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you great. No echo anymore also. Good. So, I don't know, like, do you want to show your screen or on stream, or do you just want me to look at it? We don't need to show it on stream.
You show me how I can do that, and if I can't do that, I can show you my screen so that you can help me.
Great. So that's gonna be easier for me. I haven't set up a stream layout for Zoom. I'm using Twitch Studio, so it's good that I can hear you. That's gonna make everything easier, and probably also for the person who's viewing this later, they're gonna understand what's going on. Okay.
While we speak, because speaking is faster than typing, and in some cases, and when you say something and I try to answer that using typing, it's really weird for me.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, for me it's almost the same. Speaking is a little bit faster, but typing is still very fast. So, but cool. Great that you're here on audio. So, just stop me whenever I say something that's weird or you don't understand. So we have like 10 minutes before I have to wrap up. But basically, when you run this, you have the package manager yarn needs to install dependencies because I don't want to write all of the code, so I'm using some dependencies. This is the Anki APG export. It's not the only one we're using. We're also using Genanki, which is in the create close stuff. You can see we're importing. So we actually have some weird setup where most of the code is in Imba, compiles down to JavaScript, runs in the browser and the server. But we also have this part for close deletion, which uses actual Python code. But it uses, you can see it says to do error handling, very embarrassing. But what it does is it runs the command line stuff. So that's why we need to run a server. So all of this file system stuff works. And Yarn handles the dependencies for us. But some of them have to be manually installed, especially the ones that are here in for the create close. Then you just use Python, right? Use Python pip3 install r or something like that. I don't remember. Right? You see it says requirement already satisfied. So that's maybe a task you can do later. Update the documentation or the README file to include this command because I have forgotten it. obviously, so I just remembered it right now. That's why I'm telling you. So let me just add a note on that so I don't forget that now again. Pip3 install Genanki. There, and okay, so you understand dependencies, right? We need something from someone else to run our project, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yarn watch is a command which, if you look at it now, it builds for the first time. It uses something called webpack, which is a bundler type thing. So if I go to upload page and just write something here, I'll change this to, or I'll write a new line here. It says console log test, look at the bottom, and then I hit save. Do you see what happens at the bottom? Let me do that again. Do you see that? Here. Yeah, it rebuilds the project. But it only rebuilds the front-end UI, not the back-end. So this is running on localhost port 8080. So if we go here, localhost port 8080, you can see, let me double check the... Oh, sorry, it's not running, it's just building. So in order to run the front end on just the front end, if you don't want to do anything back end, you run yarn dev. That means, you see the address here? Let me find it again. Localhost port 8080. Here, right? Oops. There. You see that? The site is running locally. Okay?
What was the command one more time?
Yarn dev. Yarn dev.
Okay.
It's the one of the commands in the readme file. No, sorry, it's not actually. It's yeah, just yarn dev. Let me find that again. Yarn dev, like this, and I can also change it here. There, you see it now. Yarn dev.
Yeah.
So that's the command for running only the front end UI. So if you know you're making a change which is only on the UI, you can run this one, and watch will rebuild for you. But you can also just use this one also. You can skip this one if you want, and just use yarn dev. I use that sometimes. So if we go here at the home page, then I can go, just look at the right side and look what happens now. If I, you see what it says, benefits. Hot water is good for you. Look now. Okay, now it didn't work, but look now. Wait. Hot.
Yeah.
Do you see now? I'm just gonna enter water again, and then just look at the right side. You see there? So it reloads. You see that? Hot module reloading. That's what it's called. That's why there is benefit on using that. But if you need to work on the back end stuff, which you probably don't, actually you do. The frequently asked page is not. It's on the back end. Because it's a static part. I have to fix that. So you run, did yarn dev work for you, by the way?
Yarn dev.
Yeah, this one. And I have some more hot water here. This time I'm gonna mix it with some, not cold, but a little bit cooler water, just to prevent the shock, because some of the water is a little bit too hot for me. Good stuff. How is it going, Alp? I can't see your screen, so you have to speak, you know, communicate. So what's going on, Alp? I don't know what's going on.
Now I managed to get to Notion to Anki using localhost 8.
Congratulations, you're running it locally. This means you can do much more changes faster. Very good. Good job. Now, since we have so little time, let's drop the server part. We can do that some other time, because you're not working on the server, right? So you
can do that tomorrow, I think.
Yes, I think that's better, because I have to go to work soon. So if we go here, you remember yesterday, I want to show this to you. Yesterday I clicked this button, you see here? Remember? If you look here, there's a green button which says merge pull request. Can you see that big green button? Yeah. That's the one I clicked yesterday, and it was intentional because I wanted to show you how you can use the UI to merge stuff. But today I'm not going to do that because I have little time. So I'm just going to go here on the master, and or actually, oh sorry, we forgot to fix your bug. You added a bug. Totally forgot that one. Yeah, I'll just fix that later. So let's fix that bug fast. Yarn watch. No, actually yarn build, and then yarn. I should really fix this stuff. It's very ridiculous. Upload page, and no, frequently asked page or something. So there's a problem here with the syntax. So if we comment that out, there's not going to be any build issues, and we can see, yeah, when you're using the backend, it's port 2020, not port 8080, just to avoid the confusion, and it's still very confusing. So on the frequently asked page, this is now working, but if we uncomment this part, it stops working. So it's using a cached version, but if we run the build command, we're going to see an error, as you have seen now multiple times, right? So what we have to do is look at this line and see what you've done wrong. And and let me make the font bigger again so you can actually see this stuff. I'll make it 24 so we can actually have some room. The problem is probably the token here. There's a parsing error. Can you see that? And this is, I know it doesn't make sense, but there is a tool which reads the code and it doesn't support this. You see that? I think that's the problem, but I don't know. We have to try and see what happens.
But it's already a string, so does it matter if we put it right next to the other tag, or?
It matters.
Okay.
So it matters.
Okay. Then.
So that it's just I can report a bug on this, or if you want, you can create an example and report a new bug. But it's a bug in the toolchain. And let's also fix. You also have some other issue here. Oh, href. Let's look at it. What is that? Yeah, so that won't work. It was a very good attempt. I appreciate the effort, but that won't work. So we'll change this one. I change it yeah, let's just change it to a similar one like this. I like the refactoring. We'll keep the refactoring, but we'll change this part up. And we'll make it just a normal part here. Because there is some slot stuff and I don't want to explain that right now, sorry. Just too tight on time. So let's fix that too. And okay, so the problem here is we're gonna have some issues. We have to break this sentence down. This is one of the things that, no, it works. Okay, it works. Okay, sorry, it works. I was not expecting it to work that easy. I was expecting some issues.
But now we don't see the links.
Yes, yes, we see them. Yeah, here they are.
Yeah, now they're updated.
Oh, there's a delay in the feedback, sorry. Yeah, so that's it, and I'm gonna just commit it. Minor.
You said you will also show me how we can use styling and CSS and Imba, but we can also do that tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, let's do that tomorrow. So I have a lot of stuff I have to do today. A lot of stuff. So let's see. But I want to merge this so you see it. I want you to see how I'm doing it locally. You see, I just write git merge, and that's the same thing as clicking this button. You see that? So when you don't have so much time, you do all of this stuff and then you move on, right? Life is too short to sit around and click in the UI. So you can type it very fast. And then I'm gonna delete this branch, and then this is the local one, which is yours, so I don't need it because I already have everything locally. So I'm just gonna run gp, which is an alias, and we can talk about that some other time. So actually, let me write that. So, did you watch the video I sent about the? Yeah.
I'll do that today.
Yeah.
I thought I could start to run the Imba browser today, so that I can try the things I see there on my computer.
Nice. But you can also, you can also go to v2.imba.io and then click this button. You see here in the bottom right corner. Can you see this one? Open IDE. You can click that one and this one shows up. Have you tried it?
I haven't tried that, but looks good now.
Yeah, you can go here. You can write, hey there. Just do it. You can see that? And while it's pushing in the background, I can show you some stuff. You see?
Cool.
You can also write long version if you like that. You see that? We can go into it deeper tomorrow, but you see it's very easy. See how much styling we just did right now? It doesn't look good. I know it doesn't look good, but the point wasn't to make it look good. The point was to show it. If we wanted to make it look good, we could change it a little bit, right? But you see how much we did now in just how many seconds was that?
Less than a minute.
Yes, you see how powerful that is? So when you're doing the front-end degree thing, you're probably going to see a lot of manual typing, or like a lot of stuff. And then later when you see Imba, you're going to see, whoa, oh my god, wow, this is so much easier. I don't need to... I know it's cryptic. Some of the stuff is cryptic, but you can use the full name if you like. You don't need to remember all of this, but you are an Anki user, so you can remember this stuff. It's easy. Actually, border radius I don't remember, but yeah. So let me also merge the. I need to check out the dev server, so I don't. Sometimes I forget to update this dev server. Oh, I merge with master, and then I think it's dev.notion something. Yeah, so many servers we have. Okay, it's up to date. Cool, great job, Alp. Thank you for fixing the frequently asked thing, and yeah. So if you have any issues, just update the README for Notion to Anki.
I should thank you for fixing the bug I created.
No worries. People fix after me too a lot. So cool. I have to get to work now, and happy learning. So talk to you tomorrow. Bye.